just to say the least. So far from a superstar, and my daydreams are killing me. Feel like I'm losing my mind. I'm never feeling okay. Good days are so hard to find.
So, NBA 2K26 might actually get a competitor, all right? So, let me stop, all right? It's not a competitor, all right? What we're looking at here is an attempt by studio to bring out a 3v3 basketball game, and the cool thing is it's licensed by the NBA and the NBA Players Association, and the irony about it is that they actually have Anthony Edwards face scan before 2K, so you can put that into the bank also. But I just want to read the article to you real quick. It says, Play by Play Studios has announced NBA The Run, a 3v3 street basketball game for PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S that's targeting a release in 2026. Consistent of former EA developers, which is a big thing here because it's EA developers, regardless of how you feel about them, they're competent. They know what they're doing because they have done this before. The studio has secured both NBA and NBA PA licenses, so fans can expect to find players including Giannis, LaMelo Ball, Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, Anthony Edwards, and Cooper Flagg in the game alongside fictional athletes. Players can dive into the game solo or alongside their friends, taking on challenging knockout tournaments. The run uses rollback netcode, a technique that's commonly implemented in fighting games to minimize the impact of ping differences in multiplayer and even the playing field for everyone. So that's a look. I don't know if 2K has that. I don't think so, but I guess that's new for 2K. I don't know if they even do it in Madden or any other sporting game, but okay. The game will also support cross-play between all platforms. It says Bobito Garcia has been engaged as the game's announcer. Handcrafted street courts available in the title include Venice Beach and the Tenement. I don't know what the Tenement is, but we all know of Venice Beach. The title focuses on fast-paced gameplay full of tricks, while its visuals feature a deliberate arcade style to set it apart from offerings such as NBA 2K26. So that's why I said this is not necessarily a competitor. It's almost I don't know. Like I said, you've seen the gameplay. I played that in the beginning. And I'll probably play some as a little bit of it back and forth again as it's just a short clip. But obviously, from a graphic standpoint, you can tell it's not meant to be simulated, right? But again, like I always say, it's not about necessarily how realistic it is. It's all about how fun the game is. And me being an 80s baby, and I grew up on, NBA Jam and those type of games, there's an audience for that. And I'm definitely will be open to playing something like that, because again, it's just, if it's a breath of fresh air and it's something different and new, then of course I'm open to it. Now, obviously, when you're looking at the gameplay, it's clunky looking, right? I mean, you're gonna put a scissor reel together, you wanted to show the best of what you got, and it just doesn't look like it's the most polished game. So that's gonna be curious. I'm also want to know about the selling point, like how much is this gonna cost? Is it going to be free? Because if it's free, that's a good start, right? And then you just have in-game purchases to kind of make your money. But I just don't know if it's going to be a real true, because right, in 2026, they're talking about making games $80 a game. I don't know if they're going to charge $80 if they expect people to play that. And also, is it going to take some from like 2K where you can like create your own player, rank up and that type of deal? I mean, everything now has like a season pass type of setup, so I'm pretty sure it's going to have like a season pass. But the big thing is the game going to be fun, and is it also going to implement some type of rep grind where you can grind and play? Or maybe there's something that we're not even thinking about that they implement and we think is dope. I mean, I know a lot of people can get kind of fatigued out on just always having to get on a game and then rep, but I don't know what other mechanics games are using to keep people on the game or keep people getting back on every day. That's the big thing, is trying to get people to come back and play, right? So it's not going to be just play the CPUs. You can if you can have other people run with you, I'm pretty sure you can go against other people. And if you can create a player, then obviously there has to be some way, shape, or form where you can specialize in the player. You know, you have a sharpshooter, a slasher, a big. Like, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be something played off that. I mean, when you look at first player shooters, they all kind of have the same setup for shooting and everything else. Aim, shoot. You know, Call of Duty kind of set the standard. And I can't remember what game it was that came out, and their controls were completely different, and people hated it, right? So then they ended up going back and making R2 shooting and making like everything right in line with Call of Duty. And that's kind of the same way it should be for a basketball game, right? You know, make Square X to shoot, you know, just making it a seamless transition. So if somebody is playing 2K, they get frustrated, they hop off, they can get on the run and be able to play and not have to use such a massive, you know, a part of their brain to think about like, what shoot again? Like something crazy like R1 to just shoot on the basketball game. Like that's just be weird. Or at least make it customizable where you can set your controls up the way you want it to, which, you know, that's pretty much how it is standard. But that's kind of how I look at it. You know, 2K has a massive monopoly. I do not know if they have an exclusive license deal to where they can only make simulated games. I don't think so, but yeah, they can't because NBA Live. But I just think that what they're doing right, these guys, these developers, former developers from EA, instead of trying to take on 2K head on, they're deciding to go a different direction and just go ahead and make more of a 3v3 type gameplay. But another thing I want to talk about is the fact that it looks like 2K will be having college basketball in some way, shape, or form entering this coming up soon. There was clips of Duke women's basketball and men and women's basketball team literally getting their face scanned right in my backyard. Like, I was like, damn, like, dang, Ronnie, you could have told me, dog. I could have came down and got my face scanned too. Like, what's up? Right? I didn't even know that. But yeah, so it looks like they're getting their face scans into the game, and even 2K and Take-Two website, official Twitter accounts said, you know, it's already in motion and that type of deal. So remember, because they did get the license for college basketball. So they're doing Duke right now. I'm guessing they're probably only going to have like 10, 15 teams maybe starting off with for this year, and then branch out to bigger and better. But you know, I want a solo game. I don't want the game within this. Just like with EA when they had Madden in college, I don't even play Madden, I play college. And I'll be curious to see, like, if the college basketball game, and you know, if it has all the players in the college field and features to it, I'm most likely going to play college and not play NBA, right? I just love the college aspect, and I love all the different things that come with college that you don't get with an NBA game. So hopefully we'll get a full college basketball game from 2K that is more arcadey, sped up, some of the things that I truly like. But y'all let me know in the comment section, how do y'all feel about this? I think, you know, hey, it is what it is. I mean, one thing we can all agree on is that when it comes to the publishers, so far 2K makes the best basketball game. They might have a crap ton of issues, especially microtransactions, but the expectation is that you should get a pretty damn decent basketball game. So that's all I really care about. I hope it's not, you know, they just change the skins of the NBA 2K26 and just flap on college kids faces on those, and then it's basically 2K26, but it's just college players. I don't want that. I want a different feel of the game. So hopefully we get that. But y'all let me know in the comment sections, how do y'all feel about this? How do y'all feel about the college basketball? Look like they're scanning, getting people into the game. And then, of course, how do you feel about the run coming by former EA developers making that? But other than that, this is what I have for today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. And other than that, this is your favorite old head, Uncle Timmy. I'll be back really, really soon with the banger, man. You know, when I say back soon with the banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.